Okay, so we just finished the hara, and we just finished this leg, and now we're going to finish up on this leg. So my mother hand, the upper hand, goes over the hara. Oh, you can do this fancy, or you can loop the leg out first. So maybe it's easier to loop the leg out first, make a little space. So I want to support under the knee, and then I cup the heel in my hand, and I push the heel, let the knee bend, and then I'm going to slide the leg into that right angle. Like it's the reverse of what we did the last time. And just like the last time, so I'm going to say, and this might happen with your clients. This is why we wear loose clothes. I'm going to give a little more slack because I don't want to stretch his pants. I want to stretch his leg. Okay, now we can get, is that better? So now the same exact thing we did on the other side. I'm going to, and you can see it a little better now. I'm about hip width apart, just for starters, because again, it depends on your size and your client's size. And the knee is facing between my legs, and I'm looking this way. Then I'm going to face my client's nose and face my fingertips toward each other. So the other hand goes on the hara, and then, you can see now here I'm leaning into the table. If your client's leg for some reason wants to fall off, then I would support it with the hip here. Okay, and so now I can lean from the hara and palm walk down the inner leg. So I get to the knee. So should your client not be flexible and this would be painful, you can slip something underneath to support their leg a little bit higher. Or sometimes, depending on the situation, I slip my leg under and cradle their knee so that I'm not stressing their groin out. Are you okay with that stretch that was before? Okay. So I just finished this, right? And so now I want to go down the calf. I have the same thing. I don't want to jam into the tibia. So the shin, I just flip my hips and my hand goes with me. Can you see? And then I palm down the calf. So I went like this, boom, boom, and like this. Ta-dum, 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 ta-dum. Okay, now, if you really want to be slick, you can just loop under and straighten the leg out with one arm. You don't have to, I'm just showing off. You can use both arms to move the leg, straighten it out. And now we're going to do palming down the thigh, which is the same as what we did on the other side. Here's where the dragon mouth comes in handy, where you can do it this way. I'm leaning a little bit back so that you can see me on film better. But this is how I would stand. Or you can just do a nice flat palm. So here's where it changes. Now my mother hand is going to shift up right above that kneecap. I'm going to cup the kneecap like this. And I'm going to rotate it gently in one direction and then gently in the other direction. And I do everything in threes because I like it. So now we're going to find the stomach 36, which is our third point, and I'll first show you where it is. So it's right between the tibia and the fibula, right at the top. If you just glide up, you can find it right there in that groove. Some people it's very easy to find, some people it's not. Sometimes with a bent knee it's easier to find. We'll work on that in class. The story about the stomach 36, its funny little name is leg 3 mile, and it's because it was thought by the Chinese that when you pressed stomach 36, the soldiers in the war could walk another 3 miles after they were so exhausted they couldn't walk anymore. When you pressed stomach 36, it gave them another 3 miles.
So stomach 36, ST36, location on the outside lateral of the shin bone under the knee. Run finger up along lateral or the outside of the tibia, shin bone, between tibia and fibula, till it stops in the groove at the top, or bend the knee at 90-degree angle and catch the kneecap between index finger and thumb. The middle finger is on the outside of the shin bone. ST36 is at the tip of the finger between tibia and fibula. The indications: acute and chronic gastritis, nausea and vomiting, functional gastrointestinal disturbances, digestive tract diseases, neurosis, some allergies, fever, shock, aching of hips and knees, leg edema and ache, anemia, headache, heaviness of head and frontal headache, urogenital ailments, and general weakness.
Okay, so so I found my stomach 36, my mother hand is still above the kneecap after I rotated it, and now I just press and hold stomach 36 for 5 to 6 seconds. Then we do another little trick. Our mother hand will not press, but will be on stomach 36, and then we're going to press down or squeeze down the outer, I'm going to thumb down the outside of the calf. So I'm squeezing down like this. And then we finish up this segment with taking, this one I'll do from the other side. Well, or I'll show my positioning, that you can stay where you are. And then I think, so I'm in a lunge, and it's like I'll show you how I grip the foot from the other side in a minute. I grip the ball of the foot like this, and someone says, ready, set, go, and I move just forward. And then he said, oh, we changed our mind, here's a seat, and I'm going to sit down and take the leg with me. So how I'm positioning myself on this, I'm taking the heel of my hand and my fingers, both of them, kind of like we did with the wrist, with the shaking of the arm. And I'm taking a nice, good, firm hold. Oh, I wonder if you could see in the mirror with the camera, because this is a good way to see this, I think. So now I'm just going to go straight forward like this, and the foot's going to come with me. And it kind of comes up, but I'm not trying to lift it off the table. I'm just going straight ahead. And then I say, oh, someone offered me a seat. So it's a really nice stretch forward and back of the ankle and the foot. So that would be our finishing of the whole sequence.